All right, let's put Gerard.
See you guys.
All right, we'll put Gerard on. Actually, stick Gerard in there as guest.
Where are you from, Gerard?
New Boston.
Oh, good.
I'm starting a web taxpayer organization, the real Goffstown, New Boston, where taxpayer watchdog. And are you on the internet there? Wi-Fi? Are you connected?
Mm-hmm.
High speed? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Google my name. We'll be able to.
How do you spell it?
Gerard.
A-R-D.
Yeah.
What's your last
And
name?
Beloin is B-E-L-O-I-N. You see revoked, no trial by a jury of my peers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you click on that. On the top there's recordings. Basically I caught some VIPs stealing millions in New Hampshire education funding money, taxpayer money, millions.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And when I blew the whistle, they threatened to kill me. I got it on tape. And can you play the first one where the guy is saying, worry about somebody shooting you? Let me see you.
What is it, just Google you?
Yeah, just Google my name. Top, go to the top. Click on that.
This one?
Yeah. The first one. I don't know how good your speakers are. Oh, pretty good. Okay, listen to this.
This will take that heat off of you. And you won't have to worry about somebody shooting you somehow. No, it's to your benefit. I'm telling you. These guys, we may be a small town, but you can think of some small towns with only 500-800 people. Having things like this happen where they shoot them. Oh, we get 18,000 here. Well, Dr. Heber, he knew everything. He knew what was going on, and they said we better get rid of it. And I told you about the time.
Now, Dr. Heber was the chairman of the school board. He took my side of the issue when he discovered they were stealing the money. And he dropped dead immediately after that.
Of what?
Of acute respiratory distress syndrome.
That guy's dead now?
He's dead. No, that's a personal messenger to the new school board chairman.
Who dropped that?
No, the
Who died?
school board chairman,
Yeah.
this is in 2002.
Okay.
School board chairman took my side.
Okay.
They were stealing millions from a construction project.
So you took your side on stealing millions of dollars.
No, he took my side on
This is how this goes.
on singing.
I'm
No,
ask you some questions.
No.
I'm asking for some
He took-
questions and some answers.
correct. He
okay?
took my side on blowing the whistle
Blowing the whistle
on the theft of millions
dollars
in New Hampshire education funding money
from where?
from the Goffstown High School construction project.
Yeah.
Right. And the project was for how much money?
It was a $12 million project, and I can prove $1 million stolen from the roof alone, but my experience in construction believes, I'm going to stick to what I can prove. Right. My experience in construction is that project shouldn't have cost more than $4 or $5 million.
Okay.
So
they stole it, or they defrauded them.
correct.
Okay. So we're going to stick with the right term. So they
Yeah.
defrauded them of some millions
Millions.
of dollars. They put on.
I can prove at least $1 million. I can
So
prove
what do you
that.
have for that?
Well, that's the reason why they're threatening.
Right.
That's the reason why they're threatening to kill me, is because I can prove it.
Right. So your proof for it is, what do we have quickly?
Say that again now?
You have your experience in roof construction shows.
Yeah.
I mean, I showed in my town that our town was defrauded out of a bridge. We paid $48,000 for a bridge, should have cost $14,000, because I found it. The
Yeah,
same
but
bridge for $14,000 was built.
This
in
is Penny Ante where I've uncovered.
Yeah,
Penny Ante.
but
Yeah.
here's the problem, Gerard. I proved it.
Yeah.
Okay? What I'm going to do is ask you for some proof. I didn't say, this is my opinion in construction. I said, here's the certificate of lumber grade. You're supposed to use number 1.
Look,
Use a different
you ask a
grade.
question, I'll answer it.
Here's the
It's on the
certificate of
webpage.
Pressure treatment.
Yeah. The answer's on the
And you're
webpage.
supposed to use oil 75 years, and you used water for
Correct.
30 years.
I have all that.
Okay.
I filed it in the New Hampshire Board of Architects and Engineers, and that's the reason why, he's threatening me after I filed my complaints, because they couldn't deny it.
Right.
And,
Taped him here.
say it again?
You taped this without his knowledge.
No, it's perfectly legal. It was without his knowledge, without his consent.
You've been charged with the crime of taping this
Yes.
guy illegally.
Correct.
And that's what you were in court for, you were supposed to be in court for last week,
Yesterday. They delayed it.
Monday. I went down there Monday.
Yeah,
I pulled your file.
yeah,
It's a criminal file, it's not an equity file, it's not a
Correct.
lawsuit, it's not civil suit, it's a criminal file. They're charging you with taping someone illegally and releasing the tapes.
yes.
And I've talked to you about this, I don't know how many times, like you've sent me the same tapes that they've arrested you for releasing.
Yeah.
And I've actually talked to somebody who was on your jury when you went to court for this.
What's his name, the guy in Bedford?
There's a guy in Hillsborough that was on the jury.
Yeah, and
So he said he had heard my name in a court case and said, I said, all right, what court case is it? And he said it was Gerard Beloin. I said, okay, he sat in on it, and this all goes back to the tapes
yes.
that you taped. So it's not perfectly legal.
No, it's perfectly legal.
All right, it's perfectly legal to tape, but you're you've been charged by the state of New Hampshire for releasing secretly recorded recordings
Correct.
of another person.
The original charges were to put me for 235 years in jail.
The charge.
235.
No, you got it wrong.
No.
The charge.
Hey, don't tell me about my case.
No, I know about your case.
No. Yeah.
The charge isn't to put Gerard in jail for 230 years. The charge is.
That was originally what.
The charge is
No.
the name of the charge, Gerard.
Correct.
You can't pick out the pieces.
Well, let me finish. Let me explain. The original charges, when I went, had a lawyer. He said they can put you in jail for 235 years. That's the public defender for releasing the recordings, probably 40 or 50 copies.
Bingo.
All right.
Okay.
And
Now I can
let me finish. Since then, that was September 2005. Since then, the last offer they made me was to pay a $100 fine and no time served.
But what about the whistleblowing stuff? Nothing?
Correct. I'm protected by the 1986 Whistleblower Protection Act, and I'm also.
Why are they bringing you into court, State versus Beloin, on June 19th?
Let's play the recording. No.
Your report. You asked me to come to court to defend you last Monday.
No, just to
It was
basically listen to.
You told me you wanted me to come down and defend you in a
I just wanted you to show up. That's all.
competency. I did show up for a competency hearing, which I thought I was going to, and I find out I'm going to a criminal trial.
No, it was a competency hearing.
No. It's a criminal trial.
Yeah, it's a criminal trial.
State versus Beloin.
Correct.
For releasing documents, or Mr. Jurassic, or whatever his name is there,
Right.
Mr. Doyne, or whatever. So man, if you want me to help you, like you sat here, right here, and listened to us talk about all these specific things,
Yeah.
I have to have like real details, real specifics, statutes. That's what we deal with, not
It's all.
exciting.
It's all on my webpage. It's all documented, all court records. But play this next record over here. This is one where he get rid of Dr. Heber.
Now, here's what you're doing.
So they admit to arson, to murder. Go to the next one. Go the one where is extortion. It's third one down. Yeah.
Whatever, it's extortion, yeah. I know. That's why I'm trying to protect you by having him stop chasing you.
Him is the school board chairman, the new school board chairman.
Right.
That took over for the one that dropped dead. And they claim his murder, and this is how they killed him right here. Bombs with gas in it.
I'm not sure this is the right format for this discussion.
Well, he wants us to listen to these tapes.
Well, all you do is listen. You can go to the.
No.
Yeah.
Listen to your tapes. And then
Yeah, play that one again. We were talking over it. That one's very. It describes how they killed him. Just play that one again because we were talking over it. And just listen to it.
Now, is there any bonds or something like this size and us left behind? No, they got bombs with gas in it. They're thrown through windows if they come with it.
Now, on top of that, I have an affidavit from a doctor out of Georgia. He's a taxpayer advocate down there. And he went through the same thing. And the people paid him $1.6 million to shut up at the point of a gun. They say, here's the $1.6 million, shut up or we'll kill you. And the affidavit is, I just put it on the update on the webpage there. And his taxpayer advocacy down there put the most powerful state senator in jail for a very long time on 142 indictments and convictions.
There you go.
And
You win.
the state senate,
We'll mull this over at the rest of the meeting, and
Yeah.
we'll come up with some sort of an answer for you. That's the best I can do.
Well,
But, Gerard,
Yeah.
you listen to your...
I appreciate it. Well,
Okay.
I just want to make sure, all you have to do is Google my name. And then my taxpayer advocacy webpage shows up too, so I get that link to that recording. And there's other recordings in there where they talk about dismembering me, chopping me up into little pieces
If you
and
want us to
feeding me to
listen
the
to
ocean.
that, we've done that. Now,
Yeah.
I know you're going to go to court again.
Well,
I mean, it's state versus...
remember what you said? They said they never allowed me to play the recordings?
Right,
They played them.
great.
And the doctor who was saying that I was crazy refused to testify. He ran out.
You win. I mean, how can you do much better than you're doing already?
Well,
So...
all I'm asking, what I'm here is to...
Well, I drove to Manchester to talk to a judge about your competency, and I get there and it's a criminal hearing. So I've been going through this, I've been reading your stuff, listening to stuff. You sent me stuff you're not supposed to send people, first of all.
Like what?
Like the recordings you
No,
recorded.
they're
without
perfectly
guidance.
legal.
Yeah, they're perfectly legal, but you got the state of New Hampshire dragging your ass in on June 19th, and you're going to wind up in handcuffs and a straitjacket the rate you're going. I've tried to give you advice before. You
no,
don't take it.
the
We
judge-
talk to guys like you all the time that you're going to do things your way. You're going to answer questions your way. You don't respond to regular questions.
I'm here asking and...
No. What I want to do is let you know that I've done almost everything I can possibly do. You've carved yourself out a position you can't win.
I won yesterday.
Great. So we'll see you June 19th.
Why June? There's nothing going on June 19th as far as I know.
Okay, well, the Superior Court told me that's when your case has been postponed to. So you must know enough about your case.
When did you look at the records?
I was in the courtroom. I was in Manchester Superior Court on Monday at 1 o'clock for
Yeah.
your trial that you called me the night
No,
before.
I didn't say it was a trial. I said it was a competency hearing.
Okay,
All right.
you win that too. You're right. It was a competency hearing that I showed up for and no one knew about, and your name wasn't on the docket.
I know.
And I got your damn file from the court clerk and photocopied parts of it, so I know what your case is about.
Well,
I
you
know
couldn't...
enough about your case.
It's this thick.
Actually, it's like this thick. And
Yeah.
Now, it'll be this thick when you're done. 'Cause You're
No.
going to serve like 15, 20 years in jail.
I'm not going to serve any
Great.
time in
As long as you're
jail.
happy with that. But this is a taxpayers group. We
Yeah.
deal with equity and occasionally civil law.
Well, I
You've
started a
taken
taxpayers
simple
group.
case and you've gotten yourself a criminal case. I can't help you. I can listen to your stuff and it's eyebrow raising and it's wonderful, but you can't spin it into anything it is.
The reason why they're threatening to kill me is because I caught them stealing taxpayer money. This is a taxpayer group. I
Can't
thought...
help you. I can't help you unless you would work with us, and you can't.
I'm here to work with you.
He wants to do, and that's just the way it is. You know, we would like to be able to listen to taxpayers that have problems. We do that,
Yeah.
but you don't have anything we can help you with. Absolutely, positively not. The only thing I could think of that I could do would be go in and tell a judge, people get involved in these situations with municipalities and the state and the bureaucracy, and they get wound up in it, and they're above their head. I could tell a judge that. But you got yourself a criminal case, man. You've bulldogged this simple thing, this 80-some-year-old senile guy,
He's
into
not
a
80.
gigantic mystery.
You know, how did you know he was that old?
Because one of your jurors told me you didn't have a case and the judge ran you out of the room. That's why.
No.
The juror probably doesn't know what he's talking about, but neither did the 11 other people.
That's not true. They
Gerard,
called a
well,
mistrial.
God himself says, Ed, I'm going to sit you next to one of the Gerard's jurors in the morning. You know, I've done as much as I can with you. We do offer to talk to you and listen to you, but it's a loss.
Well, it's wrong about what you just said. The judge
Yeah, I'm
called...
always wrong.
No. The judge called a mistrial. And then he excoriated the prosecutor for even bringing it to trial. He says, what are you trying to do to this guy? That's
Well,
a
then
quote, and I got that on tape.
Why are you going to go to jail?
I'm not going to go to jail.
Gerard,
Senator, State Rep Al Baldessaro is on my side, and he
Gerard,
says I'm
you
not
don't
going
know
to
when
go
the
to
hearings
jail.
are.
No, I know what the hearings
Pro
are.
se, and you
Yeah.
don't know when your criminal trial is?
I was there yesterday.
I was there Monday.
Yeah, I know. They scheduled it for Monday, and then, no,
They scheduled, tell me.
and I found out Monday morning that it was then rescheduled for Thursday.
It wasn't rescheduled Monday morning.
It was rescheduled on I believe the Wednesday or Thursday before, by the time I got the notice.
April 23rd or something like
Something
that.
like that. By the time this is typical. By the time I got the notice, I went to the post office box in the morning.
Yeah.
That's when I found it. And that's typical. I've had mail delivered from the Hillsborough County Courthouse, delivered to fictitious addresses, 10, 15 days late. I was all set to go to that hearing when I found out
You
about
called
it.
me, I went, I did everything I could.
But
This is a lost cause for us.
But I called you on my cell phone, and I got a hold of your wife.
We took
and-
cell phones because she was going someplace.
Correct. And I told her to ask her to make sure she got a hold of you, and I guess it didn't.
Didn't work.
No.
So,
Well, it's not my fault.
we've listened to the tape. This is your big thing. You want people to listen to the tape?
It's
We
pretty
listen to
big.
the tape.
It's pretty big.
I'll
We're talking about organized crime.
talk, yeah. We've been talking about this since 2003 or 4.
So does it make it less
On the radio
important?
Program about the roofs.
No, you had me on the radio program.
Always wrong. Every time someone even comments,
No.
I'm wrong.
Let me finish.
No,
You had
I'm wrong.
you had me on the program about the roofs when I had nothing but a whine. But now that I have recordings of these guys, members of organized crime, masquerading as law enforcement
What did you
officers.
do with the recordings that you recorded without the other guy's permission? What did you do with them?
No, what I did was perfectly legal. The state statutes, the state statutes are clear in
If
there.
everything you've done is perfectly legal, Gerard, you win, you don't need me, I'm not going to go to any more of your trials, I'm sorry, can't help you.
Well,
End of story, I got other business to do. You're high maintenance, man, we're trying to pick stuff we can win and help people. You ain't it.
I've only called you once or twice in the past
And I
2
respond.
years.
I've let you have 15 minutes of my time speaking, the Pork Fest. Hello? Yes. What's up? We're safe.
I think the group is
Yeah,
not able
all you have to do is sign that
you broadcast
appearance
these
form.
tapes.
But they're perfectly legal. And you can look at the statutes.
It doesn't, that doesn't matter.
Yeah?
That's a fact of life. It doesn't
What do you mean?
matter. You broadcast the tapes.
Yeah.
Okay, just have
The reason that they're pushing for charges is so that they can't be ever used.
Correct. In the court, correct. So, yeah.
So you understand that there's nothing the board can do now that you have exposed yourself and the evidence, and you've proven that it's not only hearsay, but it's hearsay in fact. Do you understand? Publish something
Yeah.
that can now no longer be used as testimony.
No.
Even if you could have snuck it in on a civil case, you published it.
Yeah, but see, when I win, it can be, then,
No, it can't be.
yes.
No, it can't be. It cannot be.
Do you remember the Pamela Smart case?
Yes,
All
I
right.
do remember Grable.
Well,
But you're now going into an area where
No.
I'm going to go back and say the board can't help you,
Well-
and because you published these tapes. If you had taken them to a criminal attorney
yeah.
and said, I need some cover, and I need to do this smartly, I need to do this right, but I don't want to broadcast these tapes because then they become a part of another case, and they can be kept from any claim you make in the future.
The law, as I understand it, if I win my case,
Yeah.
these recordings can be used in the court of law
Okay,
to
well,
prosecute.
that's not the understanding of the law. The understanding of the law is that they're going to use every possible means. They're going to go in back rooms, they're going to talk to judges are going to talk to other judges, they're going to protect each other, and they're going to say, this, sorry, is another case that's going to be held out.
Well,
So what I was just trying to do is say, everyone's done everything they could do until you publish these things, and now you publish these things, it's very possible.
well, what it is I was complaining, and when I was winning with the complaints, then they started threatening to kill me on the phone.
Okay, so that's the police.
Correct,
Not
but
the
it's the
coalition
police
of
who are...
taxpayers,
But
I
it's,
can tell you.
but it's the police who are doing it.
Good, then it's the state police, but again, it's a totally different avenue than CHP.
But it's already happened before.
Okay, then it's the federal police. God, keep going, but
No.
the fact is you're going to stop at the military or something, but...
No, but do you remember the...
CHT is not going to be able to...
It's pretty interesting, even if you can't use it, I'd say your curiosity. Do you remember, you're all old enough here to remember the Judge John Fairbanks case? Except for you, maybe. Remember Judge John Fairbanks?
I'm sure I do, but...
The same players, the same names come up that protected Judge John Fairbanks. The same players.
You got it made then. If you got that much proof and you got all this stuff, You got to see a criminal attorney.
Yeah, it's a totally different direction.
You know who was working on that was Andy Templeman and those people.
Say it again?
Andy Templeman and those people were working on a few things.
Yeah, Dick
Andy?
Marple, Andy Templeman, there's your crew, man. Yeah.
Andy Templeman.
Yeah,
Mr. Chairman, we need to move on to the next agenda
we
item
got,
because we have guests coming.
We got parents coming, the parents of that kid coming at 11 o'clock.
Is
We are
Bradley coming? Congressman Bradley coming?
later on,
What time?
11:30, I think he's gonna come in.
How long does this meeting last?
It's gonna meet till we meet with him and do a radio spot.
So when are you gonna have me on your radio again?
We're not.
You're not?
I guarantee you that. That ain't gonna happen, nope.
But you had me on when I had nothing but a whine.
When you were like thinking rationally, but that is over with. You've got, I mean, next thing, what are we gonna do? Come visit you in jail? What's the next move, Gerard? You
I'm
do
not
it.
gonna go to jail.
Okay.
They offered me a $100 fine to settle.
Hey, it's over.
No, I had to plead guilty, but I've done nothing wrong.
That's right. So, well, I
Oh,
will
it's
scan the
seriously
papers
not
on June
Pardon?
20th and find out what happened to you. Good luck to you. That's all we can do.
I wonder how do you know that? Because yesterday there was a competency hearing, the case was almost dropped, and how did you hear the June 19th? I don't know nothing about it.
Don't know. All I know is there was a live person on the other side of the desk, and they gave me copies of the top part of your case, which is
I don't
two
have-
stinking files which never should have been anything. You blew it. You secretly recorded somebody, you got your ass in a sling, and you can't get out of it, and I can't help you.
The reason why I recorded
You have
him,
to act like a grown-up and get yourself out of this on your own.
the reason why, no,
Can't help you.
well, the reason why I recorded him is because
By
no,
a wonderful reason, and you got yourself a wonderful mystery, and it make a great cartoon or a magazine, but it's nothing we can help you
well,
with.
the person who was authorized to wiretap, like, if you get a complaint against you, somebody's threatening to kill you, you go to the police, and they authorize a wiretap to record him threatening to kill you. That's the way it normally works.
Right.
Well, the guy threatening to kill me was the one who authorizes the wiretaps.
There you go.
So that's why it's perfectly legal.
Right. So, A plus B equals 9, you win. Just, take your case to the FBI, CIA. We can't help you.
I don't know why the FBI doesn't want anything to do with it.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
pretty
All I
bizarre.
know is the state wants to do something about it, and they're bringing you in, I believe it's June 19th, for a state versus Beloin. We'll find out. You can play your tapes for the judge. You can give them all the conspiracy.
Well, remember you told me that the judge would never let me play the tapes?
Mhm.
He played them.
You win.
And he allowed me to
You
play
win. I
them.
was wrong. You win.
Yeah, you know why he allowed me to play them?
Advice, if I'm wrong.
You know why he allowed me to play them?
Because you're Gerard Beloin and you're never wrong. Is that it?
No. It's because there are other people helping me out.
And Michael, well, good.
And these people, if you listen to the rest of the recordings, you'll see that there are others being threatened to be killed. These guys are helping me out. Hey, I'm telling you, this is as bizarre as it can be.
It may be bizarre, but we can't get into it.
Can
Well,
I just be frank and say I don't give a shit? Sorry.
Well, since
I don't care. I'm wasting
since the
my time.
reason why they're threatening to kill me is because they're
John, I'm
stealing
wasting my
taxpayer
time.
money. But this is a taxpayer organization. They're stealing millions of taxpayer dollars
Yeah.
through organized crime, and you don't
Unfortunately,
seem...
you poisoned the whole process, dude.
And how did I poison it?
I'm not gonna go back into it. The fact is you
It doesn't
poisoned the
make sense.
process.
But it,
Done is done.
Son, it's right, it's done.
yeah. Well, none of this makes
They'll
sense to
never
me.
see the light of day. Those
You know-
people they have their money.
Oh, damn it. They offered me $400,000 to shut
And
up.
you have your money. You go in circles, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You've lost it.
No, I haven't lost it.
You've lost it.
No. What it is if you research that, you'll see...
I'll tell you something. I was wrong. They played your tapes in court. You win. You're going to jail sometime after the 19th of
I'm
June.
not going to jail.
Good. Wonderful.
Well, check out...
Need us.
Well, I'm at a loss for words. This is a taxpayer organization, New Hampshire Coalition, New Hampshire Taxpayers. I form a taxpayer group to prevent the theft of millions in New Hampshire education funding money, which seems like it goes right down your alley.
Doesn't. That we don't do criminal law.
It's not criminal law.
You have a criminal
Stealing
case.
millions is criminal.
You have
Yes.
a criminal case, Gerard.
Well,
You went to the dentist to get your foot fixed. You're at the wrong place. You need to go somewhere else, but this isn't it.
but,
You're wasting our time. You're done. You've got yourself something we can't handle. And that is not our fault.
Have no avenues.
Stealing
Not our
is
fault.
criminal, and we can't get into it.
they're stealing taxpayer dollars.
That's criminal.
It's still criminal. It's a criminal
We
case.
stop things from getting out of balance on the books. We don't go after people that are stealing.
Well, I don't want you to go after them.
Gerard,
It's just,
we're all done.
Yeah.
It's over. We're not gonna help you.
look, I'm not asking you to get involved in my
You're gonna
case.
say, I have a taxpayers group, why don't you help me? We're gonna go back to the same
Well,
stupid
publicity.
circle.
Publicity.
Over. I don't need your publicity. You have enough publicity. You're gonna be in jail
I'm
in
not-
July. I
I'm
know
not
you're
gonna be in
but
jail.
You're not, when you're in jail,
Yeah.
tell yourself you're not in jail, Gerard.
I'm not going to go to jail.
But we're all done. We got other stuff to do. We got some parents coming in at 11 o'clock to have somebody we can help. Unlike you, we can't help you. You're the expert on you.
It's a criminal case. There was stealing involved. We don't get into that.
Yeah, well, I hope maybe you could publicize it.
Doesn't work.
Huh?
Can't help you.
The publicized people are across the street.
They won't print it. Can you imagine all that, that plus the other, no, I'm asking a question. All of that is in the hands of Drew Klein, of the Manchester Union Leader, Joe McQuaid, all of the people, and they don't want to print it. Isn't that strange?
They don't print our stuff all the time. Welcome to the real world.
Nobody shows up at the hearings where,
We have hearings all the time. Nobody shows up. Welcome to the real world, Gerard.
that's strange.
No, it's just how it is. And you have to someday grow up and accept it.
When-
Move on. Like, you have to leave now, Gerard.
Leave.
Yeah, like this room now.
You want me to leave now?
I'm asking you to leave the room. We already drove 2 of our directors out. We got other people coming. So I'm going to say this for the 3rd time, Gerard. Get out of our office
And
now.
because,
Because
Don't
I'm
have to
telling you
have
to
a
get out.
because. This is our office and we run it.
So leave.
well, I had an open invitation to come.
That
It's been rescinded?
Is rescinded, yeah. I'm asking you to leave.
Well, I'm absolutely
Dumbfounded.
amazed. Dumbfounded.
Just leave.
dumbfounded.
The best thing you can do for yourself, I'm telling you. I promise you it's the best thing you can do for yourself.
Well, are you threatening to hurt me?
No,
Yeah, get a recorder out.
Is that what you're saying?
No,
No,
this
we're
is
just
like the
saying this
4th
is our
time I've
office
told
and
you
we
to
run it.
leave.
Fine. But what's the best thing you do for me is to, all right,
That's the best thing I can do. That is the greatest thing that's ever happened to you.
well, I'm
You're facing the wrong way, Gerard.
just
Are you
amazed.
threatening not to leave our office, Gerard?
I'm leaving.
Are
I'm
you
leaving.
threatening not to leave?
No, I'm leaving.
Are you saying you're not leaving?
No,
Are you threatening me to not leave?
I am leaving.
Gerard, are you leaving or not leaving?
Yes.
Are you threatening me not to leave? Is this what you're looking for?
Look, Ed,
Here's the door right over here, Gerard.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
but you're
Do
threatening.
you understand me?
You're threatening to throw me
not to
out.
leave?
I'm leaving. Now, why
There
do
you
the
go.
other
Just
directors
where I'm
leave? All
going.
right. That's amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Whew. My guess is he didn't want me to meet with Jeb Bradley.